Evening, sir. Termina's here. Are you hearing me?
Afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
Hi guys, I got bumped off. Uh, Apologies. I just looked up and recognized that I'm no longer there. How are you doing today? Beyonce, I did respond to you, right?
Good.
You saw the message, Beyonce? Oh, she's not there. Sorry. Somebody was coming in to say something. Who was that?
Oh, sir, I was just saying that we're doing well, thanks. Or
Okay,
I am doing well, thanks.
great. I'm happy for that. Oh, Beyonce got the host key because I was on earlier and then Beyonce joined and then I got bumped off. Beyonce, when you get a chance, then again, are you there? All right. Okay, good to know that you're fine, Kami. Shauna, Kimon, Stewie, Francine, Dana, how you do?
Hi, good evening, sir. I'm okay.
Nice.
Tired.
Oh, don't even talk about that. Uh, Trust me. All right. I am hoping that you guys had an opportunity to do some revision. Remember, the only way this relationship will work is if you all do what you are supposed to be doing. And what you're supposed to be doing is studying. It will only happen if you study. And I'm hoping that you guys are indeed doing some work. All right, so I wrote a question. I haven't done the solution yet, but I wrote a question. All right, let me just type it over because all right. I know there are some people who are going to have a challenge with this because I don't think I can repost. I recognize that when I can't copy. I recognize when I type in the meeting chat like this, I can't. Can somebody try to see if they can copy this, what I just sent in the chat, to see if you can to make a copy of that for me, please? I recognize that from the other day that when I type in the chat, I can't undo. I can't copy. I can edit, but I don't know if you can maybe take a screenshot and then put it in the chat for those who will be joining late. But I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to try and sort this one out for me, please, right? Just work on that in the meantime for me, please. I'm moving on tonight again. You guys did well. I'm moving on tonight. I'm concerned that some of you may not be moving along with me, but give me a few. Soon come. All right, so I'm seeing some responses coming in. Do the question later. I'm going to do the question now, but continue working. Keep sending the responses, please. Let me just work it quickly.
Evening, sir. What is it that we should work on? I got kicked out of the meeting and also send you a message, sir.
Is this Beyonce?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mhm. All right. So I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that message, Beyonce. But I saw the other message, but I'm not seeing that one in question. So do me a favor, somebody. Beyonce is not seeing the question. As I told you, whenever I type in a chat like that, I'm not even able to. Oh, come on. I can't even. Let me see something. No, man, they need to do something better than that with Zoom. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, so I'm seeing three responses, and three of them are the same thing. So maybe those three students are correct. Is there anybody who can just take us a quick snap of the stop and then repost it, please? Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. I just remember my manners.
Yeah, man. And your answer right. Big up yourself.
Thank you.
Big up yourself. It's something hard. When you just come at class and do no work, when you good to go. That's all I ask of you. Good to go. All right. What did I do again? What did I do again? I did wages. I did wages and gratuity. Okay, good. See if I can find out which question as a review. Come on, guys. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 answers. Come on, guys. All right, I'm seeing those. All right. All right, so 2 answers, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 students responded. I don't like 2 of the answers. And I know why they gave me those as answers. But I'm gonna ask you to double check. You did something based on what I did in last class, but this time around I didn't ask you for that. Hmm. Okay, yes, Recollect. So Recollect, you are correct. Julika, you're correct. Shanaki, Dana, Kimon, Kamoy, you're all correct. If you send me an answer, yes, Beyonce, you are no correct. I'd have taken off 1 mark because you did something that I didn't ask you to do. And I know you know what it is that you did that you weren't supposed to do.
Yes, sir. I read back the question, sir.
Right.
I was the
But,
one
but
that have it wrong, sir.
right. But don't say it, because I'm going to ask Frano to do the same thing. Frano, look back at something you did. If the question was 5 marks, Frano, I'd have given you 4 out of 5. I would have given Beyonce 5 out of 5 now because she read back the question and recognized what the question was asking. So, Frano, just read the question one more time, my love, and just recheck your answer for me, please. I sent you a private message, but I don't see you send back anything to me.
Okay, sir.
But you're not. Put it this way: you understand what the question is asking, but you did something that I didn't ask you to do, that I don't want you to do. And so answer my question. Don't do what I didn't ask you to do. If you follow what I'm saying, I can't give you any more detail than that. If I say anything more, I'm going to give away what it is that I want you to do for me. Just double check it.
Sir?
Yes, please.
Oh, I'm going to send you a private message, okay?
No problem, my love. Oh, the man them there. Them not come class tonight. Or this afternoon. I'm waiting for these answers to come in so that I can move on. Oh, I did say that I was gonna. Okay. Let me look for it, Beyonce.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Let me just look up at this thing here. Percentages, profit and loss, discount percentage, change, food deal, payments and overtime. We did that already. Salaries, rates and commission. Yeah, gratuities, income tax, simple income. All right, let me just do that. All right, let me not even try and find those questions. Um, um, Frano. Frano. You see it now, Frano?
Yes, sir.
All right. So tell me, tell the class what it is that punishing you. Tell the class what you did, Frano.
Sir, I
Mm,
add it to to the total bill.
mm-hmm. Were you
Yeah.
asked to do that? No. All right. So as I said before, I wouldn't give you 5 out of 5. I would have given you 4 out of 5. Because I know you know what to do. So what she did, and I mean, it's a teachable moment, Frano. So that's why I'm going to be using it as an example. You and Beyonce, and both of you, without any information, were able to sort it out. It says Mr. Shan took all the math teachers out to dinner. Blow, whoa. One day, I will have that much money to do that to celebrate the end of the year. If the total bill was $264.76, how much should Mr. Shan tip if he wants to tip 20% of his bill? So what those two did was to calculate the 20% of the bill and got the $52.95. But I didn't ask the question didn't ask what would be Mr. Shan's total bill. It says how much should Mr. Shan tip if he wants to tip 20%. So the answer is really 52.95 instead of $317.71. If I'd asked what is Mr. Shan's total bill, then the 317.71 would be correct. Everybody see that?
Yes, sir.
Good job. Good job. All right. So I'll look back at the curriculum, at the outline, because as I go along, I look at that. So unit 1 is fully covered. Unit 2, I am actually finishing off unit 2 today. So unit 2 will be done today, will be completed today, and then I'll have unit 3, unit 4, and these are unit 5. I'll finish off unit 3 today, unit 2 today, and then spend some time doing unit 3. Um, one of these, which date is, you have a class after my class. It depends. No, maybe. Yeah, it could be. It depends. Maybe one of these days, and I'll prefer doing it on a Monday since we go 7 to 9 on a Monday. One of these days, I am gonna beg you, and I will tell you beforehand. I'm gonna beg you an extra hour. So instead of going 7 to 9, I'll go 7 to 10. Lord Jesus, sir, we can't go 7 to 10. Trust me, I've done it at all my groups, and when 9 o'clock come, if you condition your mind, you're not even getting no say at 9 o'clock. What I want to do is to make sure that I complete the curriculum. It's a short semester, so I have to give it some extra time. So if it is okay with you, one of these days soon, I will send you a message to let you know if it is going to be Monday of this week coming, or whenever it is. I know I can't do it on a Wednesday because Wednesday I know you have Spanish after my class. Um, yeah, so I would prefer doing it on a Monday, or if I could find another day convenient. No, better me do it on a Monday because everybody's going to have a different schedule, and
Yes, sir. Monday.
yeah, and I want everybody to be there. I don't want to leave out anybody. So we could do it one of these Mondays. Maybe not this Monday coming, but the following Monday. Yeah, maybe not this Monday coming, but for sure the following Monday. So I can sneak in an extra hour. I'm looking at some algebra stuff, and I'm really hoping that this class don't have a sign problem. But I'm looking at some algebra stuff that I want to look at with you, and I can, cheat the process and just get through some stuff. So if this is saying that I use 8 hours, but if I can do this, if I can get 3 hours out of Monday, plus 2 hours on a Wednesday, God's willing, next week, I could almost finish the algebra next week. Yeah, because the other areas now would be easy. Graph plotting, some statistics on it, that would be easy. All right. So where I'm at just now is I need to wrap up. Let me go back to the outline. So I have done. So it says, well, I don't do ratio and proportions yet, but it says percentages. I've done the percentages with you. Profit and loss, profit and loss, including discounts, percentage change, food yield percentage, edible portion, quantity as purchase quantity, payments and overtime, we did that. Salaries, we did that. Rates and commission, we did the rates already. Rates and commission will be similar to what it is at if you get 20% increase, similar to what it is that we did for the gratuity. So it's the same percentage. And then we also look at the gratuities. Income tax is what I'm going to be doing tonight, and the ratio and proportion. Simple interest, compound interest, we've done that. Unit pricing, we did that from unit 1. Unit cost pricing, we did that from unit 1. So 2 things for tonight: income tax and ratio and proportion. Let me see something here, guys. I want to share. I need to. Oh dear. I need to share something from this other screen. I'm going to beg you. I'm going to beg you 5 minutes here. Just look over some stuff for me, please. I soon come. 5 minutes. All right, so I prepared something for you, and I'm trying to find it, but oh, it's not showing up. Okay, so let me just talk it through with you. Hopefully, if not, I just have to go rewrite some stuff. So let me just talk through with you again, like I did last class, about what is coming next, and we're looking at net salary. So we're still on the salaries, but we're talking about net salary now to see how how those are calculated. Now, one of the things that you will be aware of is that we have to pay income tax. Everybody know what income tax is?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, you have to pay income tax. Anybody like paying income tax?
No.
No, sir.
Okay, but we have to pay income tax enough money. Income tax enough money. Okay, so I think I found it. Income tax enough money. So I don't like paying income tax either. But it is how the government collects their money, and in order to run the country. Country is run on pretty much near you paying our taxes, and that's how the country makes their money. But the truth is, making the tax business them just too much money. The money I draw to my salary, yeah, man. Because students, I remember years ago, when you just, and this is information that you need to know, when you just find a work, the people them in the work don't take out, once you work with government, they don't take out 3 months. 3 months you get a tax break. You get a tax break for 3 months. A 3 months tax break. So for example, I started teaching 1 September morning. And I didn't pay income tax for September. I didn't pay income tax for October. And I didn't pay income tax for November. So so that I feel nice, because if me I work $20, at $20 that I carry home, feel nice, man. Oh, man turn man when I work them on money, nobody can say, and you see, me have to find bus fare and lunch money for you. I don't want your money anymore. The I work, the I money. And I felt really nice. It's really an empowerment when you work your own money. And I remember I I thought to myself that, I'm gonna upgrade some of my furniture that I have in my room, boy, man start work now, and man supposed to have a set dresser and matching chest of drawers and the whole stuff. So me plan out now, say Christmas, December. Me gonna do all of them something there, because I have worked enough money. So I remember getting my check and decided that, hey, let me run to the bank and change the check. And I was, sitting in this vehicle and decided that, hey, but me not open the check and look for the money, man. But to my mind, I know what amount is, because every month for the last 3 months, I was getting the same amount of money. Cockroach. You see, when I open the check and I look and I see how much money the item draw out of my money, and the bed money that them draw out, a ball, 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 a ball. And I mean, all of me reach at the bank, the eye water still come out of my eye. And I was like, are they serious? Why do I have to take out so much money? But this is it. When I was going to school, nobody never teach me them something. If I say, boy, expect this. It is my responsibility now to teach you guys. I don't know, some of you have already started paying tax. Don't think that you are, if you find a new work, no, you're supposed to get 3 months. That's not how it works. Your first job, this is your first job that this happens for. So if you change your job now, old time people say, us steering people like me and you, we're not going to get that break. It is your first job that you get this break for. And I'm telling you, man, that Christmas was one of the worst Christmas I had, because I planned what it is that I was going to do with the little money, And then when I got back to work, I said, I don't understand why you take so much money. I said, yeah, man, you're on a little break, tax break because of this and because of that. And now you start paying tax. And there was no looking back. And I was like, wow, this is not fun. So I'm going to teach you this topic. It is called allowances. It's called allowances. By the way, I should ask, has anyone else in the class gotten a tax break before when you started working?
So I don't remember, you know. I'm not sure about that. I
Okay.
might have, but I don't remember.
Somebody said what? I heard somebody say yes. Who was that? Oh, you got the tax break, right? All right. So I'm happy when I have a witness in the room, to say this is what is. Very nice. Okay. So this is what is going to happen now. I'm going to attempt to talk to you a little bit more about allowances, and let me just go back to the curriculum and just point something out to you, because you may look on your curriculum and don't see allowances on it, and then say that, oh, sir, never teach you this topic. So let me tell you where I'm going from. It says income tax. So I'm going from the perspective of allowances to go to income tax, because allowances will also will also include salaries. It will also include payments. It will also include rates and commission. All right. So when you look at all of those, when I do allowances with you, it takes into consideration all of those. So when I finish with this topic, the only thing that is going to be left for me to do now is ratio and proportions. All right. So when you're looking back at your stuff and you don't see it, don't be alarmed. This is where we are. Okay. So allowance is supposed to be tax free by nature. Allowances supposed to be tax free. Some years ago, again, and even recently, the government with their new reclassification of teachers no longer give allowances. Allowances are now lump sum into everything, and you pay tax on everything. Sad, really sad. And I will share with you, because I have no shame in it, and I really want you to know how real a teacher I am, because I'm teaching you so that you can do better than I have done. I said something to you the other day, that when I'm teaching this topic, I normally invite somebody to come and talk to you about opening your investments account. Students, it is not how much money you earn, it is how much you save. And I wish I had somebody in my first 10 years or my first 15 years of teaching, that somebody would have sat me down to say, this is what you need to do. Yes, I'm a saver, but I will save and then no forget that I'm supposed to be saving, and then I go 3, 4, 5 months, nothing more no go upon no investment. And it is only in recent times when I recognize that retirement is at the end of that road. I literally am on the road, and I'm seeing the end of the road, and I'm seeing that retirement is down there. And I look back and I say, but me can't eat chicken foot now. And then when me retire, me forgot eat sardine, because I don't eat sardine. So I want to continue to eat chicken foot. So I have to now be very cautious and be very mindful that you're saving towards your retirement, you're saving towards a particular goal. That saving will have to be consistent. That's the point I'm making. I was not a consistent saver. And because of that, the shock of life jolted me to say, yo, brother, this is what is going to happen to you if you don't do that. The quality of life is going to decrease because you don't have anything to live off. And it knocked me for six. And I'm saying, but look at what could have happened. In my first year, I should have really started saving. If I was saving for my first year of teaching, I would have been so much better off now, maybe to the point where I could retire now, right? I'm saying to you, no come tell me, say, sir, me own our minimum wage. I care zero. If it's minimum wage, take out 10% and put on $16,000. That's $1,600. Take out $1,600 every week and go put down. Don't touch it. Don't have a debit card. Um, connected to that account. Save it. Save it. Not touch it. Forget about it. Because at some point in time, at some day, you are going to see the money. Now, if when you get that money and you say, boy, sir, so we not to touch the money, but Mr. One house. Yes, I use the money and buy the house because the house is an appreciated asset. All right, it's not going to depreciate in value. It is going to appreciate, and another term for appreciation is going to be compound interest. So you buy a house now for $10 million. Well, you can't get a house for $10 million now. So be realistic. You buy a 1 bedroom flat for say $20 million now, and you maintain that 1 bedroom. 5 years down the line, when you decide that you're going to sell, that 1 bedroom that you pay $20 million for, chances are is about $30 million for that now. So if you only pay off half of the money and you pay off only $10 million and still owe $10 million, when you sell that for $30 million, or even if you sell it for $25 million, you're going to pay the $10 million difference where you owe. You have $15 million right there in your hand. And the money that you had couldn't save to $15 million here. So you have to be very wise with what it is that you're going to be doing with your investment money. All right? So buying a property is a good investment because I keep saying to people, yo, if it's just you and your, say for example, it's you and your mother alone live, or you and your son alone, or you and your daughter alone, only two of you live, but you have a 3 bedroom house. The truth of the matter is, can only live in 2 bedrooms. Why not convert one of the extra rooms as um, rental income? So it is that you can help to pay off the mortgage quicker, or you use that money for investment purposes. So it is that you could possibly save now to go buy another property. It can work, It can work. So years ago, when I just started teaching, my salary was $17,000. And he says, Jesus, sir, 17,000. So I used to work minimum wage. No. But them times, $17,000 was enough money. I am going to tell you the truth. Sometimes when I got my pay by check, the check is still folded at the next pay period in the front of my bag because I don't change the check. Because I was still living at home and my family was still taking care of me. Them just say, yo, we send you to go to school, we want you to go to go work. But food was being provided. I had shelter. I had everything that I needed. So that $17,000 is the next check day come. I may end up with 2 checks. I know how I started changing those checks. One day, one of my coworkers said to me, yo, brother, how about that? I say, last month pay. Them say, no, use it. I say, no. Them say, but you don't need for work. Them I say, yeah, man, I need for work. I want my own independence. Them say, why not use a check? I say, because, still the woman rated. Them say, no, let me tell you something. They say, sometimes the school don't have the money. You understand? So when them pay you, you try to change your money and put down your money. And it was at that point that I decided to go and open an account and started lodging the check. Even if I'm not going to use it, I lodge it. So I'm saying to you, students, don't you ever say you're not working enough money. You are going to save from the little you get. Because of that $17,000 that I used to get, my salary, my full-time pay was about $9,000. And the rest of the money that made it up to the 17,000 was allowances. All right? And thank God for those allowances, or else it's only $9,000 when I get for pay. So what it is now, in order for them to calculate the taxable amount, and remember, your curriculum, so it's supposed to show tax. So I'm showing you now using allowances how we calculate tax. In order for me to calculate the taxable amount, it has to be your gross minus your allowances. Why? Because your allowances are tax-free portions. So when I subtract my allowances from my gross, I am then left with my taxable income, the portion of my salary that is going to attract some tax to it. And then my net salary now. Net salary is a salary we carry go home. is when I subtract that taxable income from my gross. Your gross is the raw amount of money you earn before any deductions taken out. Any questions? Understood?
Yes, sir.
100%.
All right, great. What I'm going to do, I projected my answer right there. I'm going to give you, I'm going to give you no more than 5 minutes to make an attempt of this question. But sir, we don't just make an attempt. Just make an attempt of this question. And whether or not you get it, it don't mean nothing to me. And then I'm going to come back to you and work the question through with you. I want to see if you were processing all that I was saying just now. 5 minutes starting now. Has anyone got the answer that I have gotten?
Sir, I'm pretty close. Just give me a minute.
No problem. I'm here waiting here, so let me know when you finish. Anybody? Okay, Dana. Pretty close. Pretty close.
Pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So I got something, but it might be pretty close as well too.
Don't worry about it. What I'm happy about is the effort.
I'm going to send you what I got.
Please. Mm, I agree. That was pretty close.
But maybe it's something that I'm missing, sir.
Sure, possibly. Um, all right, waiting for a few more to talk to me. Come on, guys, just let me know what is happening now, please. I really want to.
So,
Yeah.
can you give me a second? Let me try finish up the taxable income for the 12% and the 8%.
All right. Then. Yeah, man, that's all I wanted to do, just to let me know that you are right there. So, do you think?
So
Yes, please.
right now, I'm almost giving up because
Why? Why would you do that? Are you doing so well? Hmm?
the whole calculation of the percent. Hold on. Phone is ringing. Yes, sir. So as I was saying, so I added the first set, that's the allowances.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm doing the calculation with the whole the percentage. Where is it? Yeah, the 12% from the 20. And yeah, I got the answer for that, which is 2,400. I did it with the other one, which is the 1,440. But right now, I'm trying to. What is the last part of it saying? The remaining of the money we left?
No, it says the remainder. So 6% is
Oh,
charged on the remainder
oh,
of the
sorry.
taxable income.
Of the taxable income? Hold on
Mm-hmm.
there, 1 minute.
Sir,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I understand the question.
Don't
Well,
worry about it.
let me say, I don't understand the part that said here, if she pays 12% on the first,
Oh, I got it.
so
I'll come in. I'll come in. Come on. Continue. If you pay 12% on the first, what? Continue.
the first 20,000, then 8% on the next 18,000. and then 16% on the remainder determine earn net salary. So what I did so far,
Mm-hmm.
I accumulate overall allowances, add it up, and I have 68, like, hold on a second, calculate. Yeah, so after in which I calculated the total expenses, which amount to 17,130. Then I
Mm-hmm.
went ahead and take away that from her uh her earnings.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have 62,820. Then that part now I'm uncertain what to do because I don't understand.
All right. Anybody else? Before
So, Mr. You finish. Give me a second.
I need to do it quickly, guys. Quickly. I need to that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, you said that you got it. Did you get the exact answer that I have?
Yes, sir. But the thing is,
Mm-hmm.
is the last part of it I didn't understand. The last part of it had me. I never noticed. I was only focusing on the 20,000 and then, the whole 18,000, the percentage of that. It is after now I did exactly what the young lady said that she did know
Mm-hmm.
and calculate the 6% off of the remainder.
Mm-hmm.
After I did that now, hold on. Let me just ensure that my answer really in line with here. Not because so the 6% of the remainder now would have been the 1,492.20 cents. So what I did now, I had all of the 2,400, 1,440, and had the 1,492.20, and I got 5,332.20.
0.20, but yeah,
Yeah,
not 0.20, 0.20.
0.20. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's
Then
correct.
after that, now I minus it from the 80.
Mm-hmm. And what you get?
I got 74,667. What on, am I said right?
Yeah, man.
$67.8, well, 0.80 cent.
And 80 cents or 0.80.
0.80. So
Yeah.
you with this 0.80, you
You
said when
can
I'm
get
dealing
you,
with
you
money.
no yes. So you can get it
That's
right. Me
80
no want
cents.
me no want to give a point this and that. You can get it right. Cornel, final thing and then correct come on. Final thing Cornel before I move on. Because I'm going to give you no more to do in the things that I got done so. Come, go ahead, Cornel, quickly.
So what they do first is that made a look on the working out regarding to the allowance. So the taxable, the gross, me kind of subtract the gross income from the allowance, which is the 80,000, which is the gross income, from the allowance, which is the 17,130, I may get $62.87.
No,
So after
no. What did you get?
you get
The value that you just called about is incorrect. Read the correct value and tell me what it is. The one with the 62. What is it?
What the figure?
Yes, sir.
Something there, $62,870.
Thank you, sir. That's not what you said earlier, but thank you. You're correct. Good. Next.
Sorry about that. All right. So the next step for me though is that look on something that is that I have this. It's a net salary. So the gross something like subtract the taxable income, and based on the question there, it was saying something regarding to 12% this and that. So made the calculation and do the 20,000 divided by times 12 divided by 100, and I get 240 something like 2,400. The second one I did got $1,440. After I got that, so they kind of do a calculation because that you never know. We don't know what is 6% the remaining. So may they kind of add the something like the 20 from the 18, the 18,000. Sorry, so the 20,000 added to the 18,000, and I got something like $38,000. So just to get the taxable for the next for the 6%, me kind of subtract those, and I got $24,870. Then afterwards, me do a next calculation to get the taxation for that day, so which is $1,492.20. We're never gonna move further.
Why?
Eh? No, I
Why?
don't trace yes. So me
Yeah, yeah, take too long, man. So me have to hear you, man. You take too long. Sorry. All right, but very good though. Very good. I will now project for those who were having a difficulty. Don't worry about it. You will get an opportunity to do another one on your own. You'll get an opportunity to do another one on your own. All right, let me just see if I can. There's something that is opening. All right, so, all right, sit back, relax, and look at my screen now. So let me remind what the question says. It says Andrea earns $80,000 per annum. She has a personal allowance of $4,080, a husband allowance of $2,300, a child allowance of $2,500, a motor vehicle allowance of $5,000, and an insurance allowance of $3,250. If she pays 12% on the first $20,000, 8% on the next $18,000, and 6% on the remainder, determine her net salary. So we know taxable income is going to be equal to gross minus allowance. So I need to know how much money of this $80,000 is going to be taxable. So I'm going to subtract the allowances from it. So what I must do is add up all the allowances: the personal allowance, the husband allowance. Let me spotlight. The personal allowance, the husband allowance, the motor vehicle. The child allowance is this. The motor vehicle allowance is this. And the insurance allowance that. And I get $17,130. So this $17,130 is not going to be part of the taxable amount because this is the allowance. So this $17,130 should go and get free, no taxation on this. So to find a value that is going to be taxable, I'm going to use a formula that says taxable income is equal to the gross minus the allowances. The gross is 80,000. So when I subtract that, I'm going to get 62,870. This 62,870 is going to be the taxable amount. On the first $20,000, she pays 12%. So I'm taking $20,000 out of this 62,870.
Sir, you're breaking,
I am? All right. Let's give it a minute or so. Let me know if I'm coming back a little clearer. Better?
Yes, sir.
No.
Breaking up for me though.
Oh, maybe it's your thing, Kimmy. I mean, Shauna Kim. So on the first $20,000, she's paying 12%. And the first $20,000 is going to be out of this 62,800.
Sir, you have to repeat, sir. Honestly, I didn't hear nothing because you're cutting in and out.
So I'm saying the first the $62,870 is going to be the taxable income. That is a portion of her salary that she's going to be paying tax on. All right. And then it says on the first $20,000, she's paying 12%. So it's the first 20,000 out of this 62,870. And she's paying $2,400. On the next $18,000, she's paying 8%. And when you calculate 8% of 18,000, it's 1,440. And the question says now, on the remainder, she's paying 6%. You have to know, calculate the remainder. This 20,000 plus this 18,000, very good, Carnello. You outlined it exactly how I want to see it. 20,000 plus this 18,000 gives you the 38,000. So you've already used 38,000 out of this 62,870. Now you're trying to calculate the remainder. So I'm going to subtract the 38,000 from the 62,870. Right? So when I subtract the 38,000 from the 62,870, I'm going to be left with $24,870. And that's what the 6% is going to be taxed on, the remainder. So this 24,870 is the remainder. So what I'm saying to you is, when I add up this 20,000 to this 18,000 to this 24,870, I'm going to come up with this 62,870. And this is a tax. 1492.20 is a tax for this 6% on the remainder. In order for me to calculate the total tax now, I'm going to add up all that is in red right here. So, well, not all that is in red. The 24,000, rubbish. The 2,400 plus the 1,440, which is the other tax. And then the next tax is going to be 1492.20. So when I get the 1492.20, boom, out of those, I'm going to get 5,332.20. Very good, Kimmy, you got up to here correct. Well, you got the question correct. Good. So now, in order for me to calculate the net salary is going to be gross minus a taxable amount. This 5,332.20 is a taxable amount. And when I subtract it from the 80,000, I will end up with the $74,667.80. Questions?
Sir, I understand it now. I see where I went wrong.
Okay. I would love if you could not just take a snap of it, but I'd love if you write it. Because chances are I take a snap of it and not even remember what it's in the other picture. I want you to write the question. And as you write the question, I want you to look back at what was asked of you. Because what I tried to do just now, while you were doing the question, I was doing it. What I tried to do just now is to answer the question in stages. Look to see what it is that I have. I'll give you a couple minutes to do this, to review the question on your own. And then I'm going to give you yet another to work for me. It's now 6:31 Rockstone. Let us see if I can do another 15 minutes of this and then use the last 15 minutes to talk about some ratio and proportion. All right. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes out of the 15 minutes to look through this, and then I'm going to project one more for you to do for me, and then I can give you before class ends tonight a few to do for homework. Oh. So take some time, not only to just snap it. I want you to write it and to see where it is that I'm coming from there.
So remember to check on the something from
Come in.
Sorry, your calculator. Could you put it over on the other side of the screen?
What calculation?
Look, I see a dark thing come up on the
Oh, my calculator. My calculator. Oh,
yeah.
I was actually changing something. This 24,870. I had it in red. So I want to be purposeful. So you can see that is a 2400, a 1440, and a 1492
Okay.
that I add up here to get the tax. So that's what I was changing. So it wasn't the calculator that I was using. Sorry. All right. You have 4 minutes left. How is the?
I believe I understand what you did.
Okay, I'm happy. I'm very happy for that. All right, so I want you to still write it down, because where I'm going to go next now is
Yes, sir. I always write down questions, sir.
okay, good. Because I'm going to now go to the I'm going to drop another question for you to try on your own. So when you look at this now, this is now you calculating net. Let me go. Let me go to the outline. This is now you calculating salaries, you're calculating rates, you're calculating income tax. So if you look at your outline, no, Stewie, you have to go on the website to see if you see any and all of that. So technically, we've done using this one example again. And as I said before, you may not get a question to say, and I don't even know who to tell. But whatever it is, you know how to calculate income tax. And you see, when you listen sometimes in class, the teacher don't have to even give you any further instruction because there were two students in particular. Well, two students, male and female, who went through right up to the end of the question, following the instructions that I gave. So that's very good. So let me go and project something. Give me half a second. All right. Right. So the only thing that is going to be left now is for me to just look at some ratio and proportions. And if I don't get a chance to do the ratio and proportions tonight, that's fine. What is important for me is that you leave the session understanding what is required of you. Okay. Am I allowed now to project another question and ask you to do it for me?
Yes, sir.
On the road, sir, but okay.
All right, no problem. But on the road, then you do the question. You're good. Very nice. That's what we call multitasking, and that's what I want of you. This time around, I'm not going to give you the answer to let you know whether or not you're on the right track. I want you to see what it is that you have in store for me. So here goes, here goes, here goes, here goes. A man earns $102,350 per annum. He has a personal allowance of $4,500, a wife allowance of $2,500, a child allowance of $2,000, a motor vehicle or motor car allowance of $4,650, a pet allowance of $2,970, health insurance allowance of $3,689, and an insurance allowance of $8,540. If he pays 16% on the first $50,000 and 23% on the remainder, calculate his net salary. Before you move, let me just tell you something. Before you move, somebody may say, wife allowance. Well, the two men in my class may say, wife allowance. Sir, me not give my wife no money out of it. If the military, your wife get a salary, right? Because They don't know if you pay out your little money. So them get stability. And some people may say, sir, it is unrealistic. Pet allowance, yes, they do. In Jamaica here. In Jamaica, it happens, right? And some people get an allowance, so it is that them can go frolic. So I mean, on a weekend, them can go on the yacht or, just go and just enjoy themselves. So they get money like that in their allowance. Money there, Jamaica. That's all I'm going to say. On the mark, gets it go. Start for me, please. Talk to me now. How is it?
Sir, I'm so finished.
I'm finished, but I'm not sure if it right.
So finished, sir.
Yeah, I said my answer. So there we go.
Sir, Sean, okay.
Sir. Did anyone got a chance to save the timetable that you're saying?
When I was trying to save it, it couldn't save. It download, but it couldn't save.
Okay, so you're not able to post it back in the chat?
So it's saying whoever of the host can end the class and can go to the other class, and the next class him will do I'm gonna send the work out via email, and next class we continue.
Okay, Kimberly, did you get to you're not able to send it back in the chat?
No, I can only download it, but it not open for me yet neither.
But you know, see which day we have exam?
No, it not open on at all. It just a show myself just to put me in final timetable.
May
And
have
then
it. I suppose you can send it in the group. Oh wait, no. I can send it in the group email.
Yeah, you can do
Okay.
that, please.
Thank you, David.
No problem.